This is Sherm Radio in partnership with Timber Media, Podcasters for India Inc.
Welcome everyone, you're catching me, Ahalya, on another edition of Sherm Radio, and today we're going to be talking about something that is very, very important. I think we're all very comfortable with comfort, right? It's something that we can all relate to. Some of us enjoy being in that state and some of us don't, and we automatically resist comfort and complacency and therefore just shake ourselves out of it. But the truth is, especially in a workplace, it is really important to challenge ourselves to perform outside our comfort zones. That's what we're going to be talking about today. How we can challenge our colleagues, associates, and employees to perform outside of their comfort zones. So a comfort zone is one of those things that we never really know we have when we're actually in it. Most of us are too busy rushing from task to task, doing our jobs or just fixing loose ends to notice that we've actually fallen into a habit more rapidly than expected. Before we know it, our consistent routine becomes a comfort zone and we remain stuck in it long after the routine has outlived its utility. It's only when some type of jolt happens or a catastrophe strikes that we realize we had stayed within our comfort zones for far too long, avoiding exciting opportunities and challenges that showed up. Preempting such outcomes in the workplace is one of the top priorities of senior management, team leads, and managers in today's work landscape. So, let's look at a few simple and effective changes that managers can make to help employees perform outside their comfort zones. We've often heard the phrase lead by example, and that is exactly what one needs to do. Begin with yourself. The first step is to challenge yourself. Employees or subordinates look up to managers to set an example for the team in terms of behavior, results, expectations, or even work culture. So setting the right example for your team provides meaningful advantages in the long term. For instance, if you stay positive about a challenging project that is giving your team sleepless nights, chances are that your employees will start to share the same optimism. Conversely, giving up in the face of challenges is going to demoralize your team and make many of them want to leave. Many HR experts believe that managers and leaders showing vulnerability allows trust to develop in a team and also helps team members feel more comfortable taking risks and pushing themselves. If their manager has flaws similar to them and can overcome those shortcomings to actually show results, they feel that they can do the same. Another really effective method to shake people out of their comfort zones is to move your team from limiting beliefs to disruption. Alan Cullip, SVP and CIO at American healthcare company DaVita, believes in encouraging a disruption mindset. That means taking calculated risks. Instead of merely running a placid workplace where people operate safely within their comfort zones, Cullip created a work culture where everyone became comfortable with using mistakes as learning and growth opportunities, particularly when it came to new technologies and approaches. We could all do with a little bit of that, couldn't we? As a healthcare company, they constantly focused on patient safety, protecting the privacy and security of information in the healthcare setting before moving forward on a deployment. Cullip says that this disruption mindset also plays a major role in recruiting and talent management. We want to get a feel for a potential teammate's comfort level with the unknown. In our work, not only must we be solving today's issues, but we must also be thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead so we keep our organization well positioned for the future. This is more easily achieved when your teams are built to embrace change and the opportunity to innovate. Unquote, he explained. But a risk-taking mindset requires the courage to learn from mistakes, which brings us to another change that modern businesses must embrace. Making room for mistakes and learning is very, very important. Providing a safe, trusting work environment will allow employees to accomplish more than they themselves believe is actually possible. Chandra Venkatramani, former CIO of global customer experience technology and services company TTEC, explains this in a very simple manner. And I quote, "It is my job to provide my team with an environment where they are not afraid to fail and where they are encouraged to innovate and try new things. This, combined with the encouragement to be curious every day and also question the status quo, is what will differentiate a normal team from an extraordinary one. It's good to keep Eleanor Roosevelt's quote in mind. Do one thing every day that scares you." Unquote. So you see, the lesson here is don't dwell on failure. Instead, learn from it. There is a catch here, of course. Simply allowing mistakes without learning the requisite lessons is definitely counterproductive. Managers must step in once the mistake has occurred and identify if the employee is showing any growth out of that experience. They must challenge such employees by assigning new tasks or roles that take them outside what they are used to doing. It's not necessary that they do a perfect job, but they do need to try and get it done better than before. We still need to take a smart approach towards this, and by that I mean setting smart goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Now, all of this being said, we can't forget that we all need a payoff for renewed effort once in a while, right? And that can come in the form of opportunities for career development. Today's workforce largely belongs to Generation Y and Generation Z. Research shows that individuals belonging to these generations value developing their skill sets while working for an organization. Their mantra is hustle. They hate wasting time as much as managers do, which provides opportunities for both parties. Job promotions in the form of new job titles and pay raises are not always enough when it comes to satisfying employees' desire to develop. Your employees will greatly value opportunities to gain new skills, work with new people, or being given greater autonomy. Offering career development programs has also been associated with employee retention. According to data from a Gallup poll, 59% of millennials say that opportunities to learn and grow are extremely important to them when applying for a job. Therefore, proactive managers should work on setting individual development plans for their employees to discuss their long-term career goals, which also makes them more competitive. If your teams work remotely, your company can encourage them to register for online learning and skill development courses that they're interested in. It helps enhance their skills and also enhances new employee training. And while opportunities for growth are no doubt important in today's culture, incentivizing effort also goes a long way. Johannes Larsen, a financer, told Sherm his firm invented a profit share system where all team members receive a percentage of their markets. That doesn't necessarily mean that they get paid only with profit shares. They were also compensated by tasks and hourly to perform better. The more they challenged themselves to perform outside of their comfort zone, the better their payment was. Other organizations incentivize employees with perks like travel allowances to unplug from work. In 2022, with remote work, many companies are seeing the benefits of improved results from employees who have gone from thinking of themselves as employees to productive stakeholders. And the final change is creating a culture of acknowledgement and appreciation. The fact of the matter is that managers need to recognize the employees' individual efforts as well as their teamwork. Appreciation works wonders towards motivating them in achieving greater goals and also boosts their morale. They start valuing themselves and consequently their time at work every day. Acknowledging their efforts makes them feel like they're making a difference to the business. This is proven to have positive effects on improving productivity. So appreciation is the easiest change to inculcate from today's list of changes and pays rich dividends in terms of improved productivity and creativity from employees and team members. So praise your team members and watch them move mountains to deliver the results that they will be proud of. And with a few of these tips in the bag, you're probably ready to shake your team outside their comfort zones. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Sherm Radio. We'll be back with more interesting conversations. In the meantime, stay safe, stay curious, and stay happy. Ahalya signing off for now. Catch you soon.
This is Sherm Radio in partnership with Timber Media, podcasters for India Inc.